Okay, stop what you're doing, just for a moment, because on the morning of February 28, 2026, something happened that changed the world. 900 missiles, 12 hours, Tehran on fire, and Ali Khamenei, the man who ruled Iran for 32 years, was dead. America had gone to war with Iran, and the crazy thing, almost nobody truly understood why. Because here is the truth. This war did not start in 2026. It did not start with the protests. It did not start with the nuclear deal. This war started in 1979. And once you understand what actually happened across those 47 years, the strikes of February 28th start to look very different, less like a sudden decision, and a lot more like the ending of a very long story. So let's go back to the beginning, because that's the only way any of this makes sense. November 4th, 1979, Tehran, a Tuesday morning. A group of Iranian students climbs over the walls of the American embassy. Inside, they find 52 Americans, diplomats, staff, regular people just doing their jobs. And they take every single one of them hostage. Now, imagine being one of those 52 people. Imagine sitting in that building, not knowing if you're going home, not for a day, not for a week, for 444 days. America watched that on television, and America did not forget. Washington cut all ties with Iran immediately. Sanctions followed. An arms embargo. They tried a military rescue mission. It failed, catastrophically, in the Iranian desert. And when the hostages were finally released, it was minutes after Ronald Reagan took the oath of office. January 20th, 1981, minutes. That timing was not a coincidence. That single event, 52 Americans held for 444 days, became the wound that never healed. Every president after Carter inherited that anger. Every policy decision for the next 4 decades was shaped by it. And here is the thing nobody says out loud. That wound was still open in 2026, it never closed. Fast forward to 2015, because for one brief moment, just one, it actually looked like things might change. After 2 years of negotiations, the United States, the United Kingdom, France, Germany, Russia and China sat down with Iran and signed a nuclear deal, the JCPOA. Under this deal, Iran agreed to gut its nuclear program, limit uranium enrichment, accept international inspectors inside its facilities. In return, billions of dollars in frozen assets were released. Sanctions were lifted. Iran's economy started breathing again. People genuinely thought, okay, maybe this is the turning point. It wasn't. May 8th, 2018. Donald Trump walks into the White House and tears up the deal, unilaterally, against the advice of the United Kingdom, France and Germany, all of America's closest allies who begged him to stay in. He didn't listen. Maximum pressure sanctions came back. Iran's oil exports were strangled. The Iranian economy started crumbling, and Iran started rebuilding its nuclear program, step by step, centrifuge by centrifuge, month by month. They weren't even hiding it. Then comes January 3rd, 2020, Baghdad airport. An American drone strike kills General Qassem Soleimani. If you don't know who Soleimani was, think of him as the single most powerful military figure in Iran outside of Khamenei himself. The architect of everything Iran was doing across Iraq, Syria, Lebanon and Yemen for decades. And America killed him at an airport, in a country not even at war with the United States. Within 48 hours, Iran announced it was done with every single limit from the nuclear deal. No more restrictions on enrichment, no limits on uranium stockpile, no restrictions on centrifuges, nothing. By 2024, Iran had over 6,000 kilograms of enriched uranium, That is a verified fact. They were enriching at 60% purity. Weapons grade is 90%. Think about that gap. 60, 90. That is not far. And American and Israeli intelligence knew it. Then December 2025 arrives, and everything accelerates. Iranians are on the streets. The currency has collapsed. The economy is in free fall. Decades of sanctions, the aftermath of the June 2025 war with Israel, and years of government corruption had all exploded at once. Trump issues a public warning. If Iranian security forces harm these protesters, there will be consequences. January 8, 2026, the Iranian government opens fire on its own people. According to Iran's own Ministry of Health, their own government's numbers, at least 30,000 people are killed in weeks. 30,000 human beings. After that, the United States military buildup begins. 3 aircraft carrier strike groups repositioned. The 82nd Airborne deploys. Delta Force, Navy SEALs, and Special Operations units all moving into position. The largest American military deployment in the Middle East since Iraq in 2003. And on the night of February 28, 2026, the order is given. 900 strikes, 12 hours. Iranian air defenses destroyed. Military infrastructure gone. Nuclear sites hit. And Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, 86 years old, supreme leader of Iran since 1989, killed at his residence in Tehran. The Iranian government declared 40 days of mourning. Iran fired back with missiles and drones across the entire region. The Middle East was on fire. Now, here is the part almost nobody is talking about. The economic consequences of this war, because they did not happen by accident. When Iran closed the Strait of Hormuz, the waterway that 20% of the world's oil passes through, markets went into shock. Brent crude jumped 8% in the first 2 trading days, then kept going. It broke $100 a barrel. At its peak, $120, a 40% increase in weeks. The International Energy Agency called this the largest supply disruption in the history of the global oil market. Now here is the question you should be asking. Who benefits when oil hits $120 a barrel? Not Iran. Their exports are blockaded. Not the Gulf states. Their infrastructure was getting hit. Not regular families anywhere on Earth. But the United States is a net oil exporter. When global prices surge, American energy producers see revenues explode. And they did. That is a documented, verified economic fact. Not speculation, not conspiracy theory, fact.
As of June 2026, a ceasefire technically exists between the US and Iran. But here is the thing. US and Iranian forces have continued exchanging strikes during that ceasefire. Secretary of State Marco Rubio publicly declared the war over. That same week, US forces shot down Iranian attack drones near the Strait of Hormuz. Negotiations are continuing in Doha. A deal on the table could release $24 billion in frozen Iranian assets, but the Strait of Hormuz is still contested. Hezbollah is still striking Israeli positions in Lebanon. The Houthis in Yemen are threatening to close yet another critical waterway. And North Korea, watching all of this, has been elevated to a top-tier conflict risk by American foreign policy experts. History is not gentle here. Every time America has gone into the Middle East and removed a government by force, Iraq in 2003, Libya in 2011, the vacuum left behind created instability that lasted decades, and the people who paid for it were never the ones who made the decision. The people who gained the most from this conflict, the ones who profit from $100 oil, the ones supplying the weapons. The regional powers watching their biggest rival get weakened while staying safely on the sidelines. The people who paid the most? The Iranian families who lost someone in the crackdown. the Gulf workers whose livelihoods disappeared, and the ordinary people in the United States and the United Kingdom paying more at the pump for a war they never voted for. That is the story. They do not put in the headline. Now here's what I want to know from you. Was America's decision to attack Iran the right call? Or did the United States just light a fire it has no idea how to put out? Let us know in the comments what you think. And in the meantime, thank you very much for watching.